I'm here with Colin Price, who is founding director of Ivory Egg. We're actually in the CEDIA EXPO, and this whole building, you've got a project that's KNX enabled, but this whole building, in fact, Expo in London is KNX enabled. So maybe you can give us a little bit of background. We're in this place, it's maybe, 50 football fields of technology.
That's right. Yeah.
So give us a little background on that, and then we'll take a quick look at one of the products you got here on demo.
Well, KNX is a European standard for building management systems. It involves a long history back from 1988, when KNX was begun by some large players like Siemens and ABB. There are now 125 manufacturing companies that manufacture products to the KNX standard, which are all interoperable, so they will all work together. There's one single system, and I can choose parts from a number of different manufacturers and bring them together in a solution. And the power of that is then that I can choose parts from a range of different people, and the product base is being developed very, very quickly.
Contrary to some of the proprietary systems we've seen here at the CEDIA EXPO.
Something like that, yeah. But also from a client point of view, if you came to me and said, I want a switch style in something, say, stainless steel, I could then lay out a palette of different switches from different manufacturers that would all work together, and you could choose the style that you wanted rather than having something prescribed to you by a single company.
Okay. So why don't you go into a little bit of the quick demonstration of what KNX can do for you on an application?
Well, KNX in itself is a distributed system with different elements that talk on the bus to each other. There's no central point of control, so it's extremely reliable. As a front end, you can have a normal looking light switch and a normal looking thermostat, but if you want something a little bit more special, then the Gira home server and the front end to that can offer something that is really leading edge. In terms of a touch screen, you can turn things on and off, of course, like I can go into a room and turn a light on and off, and that's no great big deal. But then being able to go back to a screen and back to the main screen here and look at the weather forecast and look at the news on RSS feeds is very powerful. And what Gira have done that's particularly clever is they've taken a view of how people look at screens, and they've noticed that people look at camera. There's us on camera. That people look at icons, and they quickly look for an icon, and then they want to do a visual check on some characters to make sure that they've gone to the right place. And Gira have worked out over a long period that that's a very, very fast way of people navigating what first looks like a complicated screen, but is actually very simple to navigate your way around.
Well, it's been a pleasure. For more information, we can get it on your website, which is
www.ivoryegg.co.uk.
It's very simple. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and
you too.
See you soon.
Thank you very much.